be big mad when they see you happy. Keep my body buttered up and my head is nappy. Live your life and not let your problems consume you. That's what you call faith. Go and get your some boo. Niggas got me fucked up. Niggas got me fucked up. They got me fucked up. Niggas got me fucked up. Niggas got me fucked up.
What's up, what's up, what's up? Welcome to Ami's World. Welcome to Ami's World, okay? Today we got another lit reaction video. Of course I do. Yes, I do. Yeah, I got another lit reaction video for you guys today. It's 5 insane things caught on... Sorry. It's the 5 insane things caught during police interrogation videos. And as y'all can see, because y'all clicked on this video, you already know what you're going to watch with me, okay? Watch with me. But yeah, before we get into this video, like this video because it's probably going to be really crazy. Comment down below what else you want me to see, what else you want me to react to, and subscribe to your girl, okay? So without further ado, let's get right into this video.
Thanks to platforms like YouTube, Dailymotion and LiveLeaks, footage of police questioning suspects are widely available. Many depict the routine process police officers undertake every day, but some reveal truly frightening conduct by suspects and law enforcement agents alike. Here we examine 5 troubling police interrogation videos. Viewer discretion for the following footage is advised. Before we begin, don't forget to check out our new podcast on Spotify, Google Podcasts and Apple Podcasts.
I like the effort in the voice to make it spooky.
We're uploading lots of long-form content to the podcast, and we'll also be experimenting with some new content soon. Also, our cold case detective main investigations will no longer be turned into videos, but instead will be uploaded as podcasts.
Ooh.
So don't forget to check it out.
Okay.
Now, let's get into this video.
Number 5.
Snake torture. This is a relatively recent piece of footage uploaded to Twitter in February 2019 by Veronica Coleman, a human rights lawyer. The video shows the appalling conduct of 2 Indonesian police officers when dealing with a man accused of stealing mobile phones. The suspect can be seen sitting on the floor, squirming in visible distress as he endures questioning whilst his hands are bound behind him, with a snake draped around his neck. A police officer squats down in front of him, who can be seen manipulating the snake's head closer to the suspect's face, whilst he asks how many times the man has committed the aforementioned act of theft. The obviously terrified man screams and responds, only twice. At one point, one of the officers can be seen looking towards the camera with what looks like an amused expression on his face. Take a look at the full footage.
Why does he have that snake around his neck? Why is he screaming? I'm confused right now. Oh, he's locked up? Is this like punishment? What is this? Is the snake his friend?
Other news sources have claimed that the officers also threatened to put the snake down his trousers and demanded that the suspect
it's like a punishment
after he had presumably shut them in fear. This conduct, displayed by the Indonesian police, led to an apology by the chief of police and triggered an internal investigation. This resulted in the 2 officers present during the interrogation being removed from duty.
That's evil. That's mean.
Alonso Perez. When police in Las Vegas arrested murder suspect Alonso Perez in September 2016, they probably assumed they could rest easy after shackling him and cuffing him to a table in an interrogation room. But this was not the case. 25-year-old Perez was arrested by North Las Vegas police for the fatal shooting of 31-year-old Mohammed Robinson. The incident occurred at a McDonald's where Perez shot Robinson, allegedly for his failure to hold the door open for Perez's female companion. After his arrest, police secured Perez in an interrogation room where he was left alone for some 40 minutes.
First, I just want to say that I hate when I hear about things like this, such senseless murders, because a lot of people have no regards for human life, and I don't understand why. Like, you know, you could shoot somebody just because they don't hold the door. Like, come on now. Anyway.
What happened during this period was caught by the CCTV companion. After his arrest, police secured Perez in an interrogation room, where he was left alone for some 40 minutes. What happened during this period was caught by the CCTV in the room, which unfortunately was unmanned at the time. Take a look.
This happened in 2016. Oh, he got free? Oh, no, he got free. Oh, he did.
After Perez escaped to the police station, he stole a pickup truck and fled.
He got out.
Authorities in an undercover operation 4 days later and rearrested, as gun casings from Perez's weapon were found to match those from 2 other fatal shootings.
He went and killed more people.
Jeffrey Johnson and Candelaro Duran, 37, as well as 1 other non-fatal shooting. Perez was later charged with 3 crimes too, and is currently facing the death sentence.
Oh.
Thomas Robinson. In June 2016, Cincinnati police arrested 23-year-old Thomas Robinson for shooting Joseph Reno Armstrong, only 17 years of age, to death. Despite Robinson initially displaying a calm demeanor whilst being secured for questioning at the station, events quickly took a dramatic turn and left police struggling to regain control of their prisoner. In footage that has since seen the officers involved in this scenario praise for the manner in which they resolved the situation, we can observe how Robinson, who is handcuffed to a chair, grabs the gun from Officer James Ball's holster as he appears.
Sorry guys, slight intermission. Let's get right back into the video.
We can observe how Robinson, who is handcuffed to a chair, grabs the gun from Officer James Ball's holster as he appears set to move his prisoner. This prompts a frantic tussle between Ball, Robinson, and other officers to retake possession of the weapon. The CCTV footage from the interrogation depicts Robinson, whose repeated screams of "kill me" could suggest his intention to commit suicide.
He's trying to grab the gun.
Being successfully subdued by Officer Ball and his colleagues. Take a look.
He's peeping the gun. He's not trying to go back to jail no more.
Yeah, I'm good. You couldn't get it.
Oh my God.
In addition to murder, Robinson was also charged for his assault on Officer Ball, who luckily only sustained bruising to the face during the skirmish. Robinson was also charged with the previous crime of aggravated robbery and possession of narcotics, as a bag of heroin was discovered hidden in his socks upon arrest.
That's so scary.
Greg Bigda. In yet another incident to take place in 2016, 3 Latino youths, conducted primarily by Detective Greg Bigda, resulted in scandal from Massachusetts Police Department that is yet to be resolved. Whilst the identity of the young offenders has been protected, with one of the offenders known to be only 14 years of age, their alleged crime has not. Whilst an officer left his unmarked vehicle with the engine running and the keys in the ignition during the stop outside a takeaway pizza parlor in the city of Springfield, the boys in question were accused of stealing the vehicle. After surrounding police units were informed of the incident, local law authorities managed to arrest the youths after they were reputedly caught speeding through the nearby city of Parma. It was at a police station in Parma that Greg and Luca Cornia, narcotic officers from Springfield PD, began interrogating the teenagers. Whilst it's impossible to defend the crime these boys allegedly committed, the behaviour, language and threatening behaviour displayed by Bigda throughout his questioning of the teens is reprehensible. CCTV footage was obtained by a Springfield newspaper and uploaded to Mass Live approximately 9 months after the incident occurred, and narrate Bigda in an attempt to ascertain the identities of all those involved and discover the explanation for a number of coins found in the vehicle can be seen resorting to intimidating behaviour. Take a look.
You don't want to go to jail in his suit now? Let's give a suit on. Look like it. You about to try to make a run for it? I don't know. A little suspenseful.
The threats to physically harm and frame the suspects by planting drugs on them were only compounded by accusations from the accused that they were not read their rights. They were questioned without legal representation and also without parental consent. Furthermore, one of the boys accused the officers involved in the arrest of kicking him in the face prior to reaching the station, something that was later supported by the testimony of another officer. As a result of this conduct, Bigda was charged with deprivation of civil rights and falsifying an internal investigation report. He was suspended from his role for 60 days without pay, and the damage to his credibility following the release of the footage led to numerous narcotics cases being dismissed, as well as the case against the young men arrested for stealing the police vehicle. Victor's future is still up for debate as further allegations against him arose, including one for
Dirty
assault
cop.
against a pregnant woman, and Springfield PD is yet to recover from the negative publicity and public mistrust that has arisen from this event.
Dirty ass cops.
Before we get into this last one, consider becoming a patron for just $2 per month. You will get access to hours worth of documentaries you uploaded there. We recently uploaded a Jim Jones Murderous Minds, and have lots more documentaries in the pipeline, including one on D.B. Cooper that will be out very soon. Thanks for the support, and now let's get into this. Brent Christensen. Now this one isn't so much about anything crazy happening, but of how a suspect's lies start to unravel during an interrogation. We're actually working on a video solely on breaking down police interrogations that will be done soon that is very similar to this following clip. On June 9th, 2017, 26-year-old Ying Zhang, a visiting Chinese scholar at the University of Illinois, was waiting at a bus stop when she was lured into a car by Brent Allen Christensen with the promise of a ride home after she missed her bus.
Stranger danger.
But instead of taking her home, he took her to his apartment where he raped and murdered her while his wife was out of town for the weekend. Investigators identified Christensen's car on CCTV and he was arrested and questioned, but he repeatedly lied about his whereabouts. Here we look at the moment his lies start to unravel in one of his police interviews.
We want to understand why you did it. We want to understand why you stopped her to pick her up. Was it to give her a ride? Are you afraid to tell us that you gave her a ride? Maybe you wanted to make a couple bucks as an Uber driver, and she told you I had to go sign a lease at 1 North, and you're like, oh, I know where that's at. I'll drop you off. If you're afraid to tell us that you gave her a ride someplace, we can work with you there. But I know that you picked her up. I know you did. I saw you in your shirt, arms fully extended.
I did pick a girl up. I don't remember where.
Okay.
I saw her picture. I don't think it was her though.
Do you remember the girl's name that you picked up?
No, she was talking very broken English.
Why did he do that? Ugh.
Tell us about what happened. What time of day was that?
Early afternoon. I don't really remember.
Okay.
And I saw it was north, so I started driving north. And she said something like, turn left after a couple blocks. Maybe she said something else, because that's really when she started freaking out. And she wanted to get out of the car, get out, try to pull in the door. It's locked up. The car auto locks. Unlocked.
With the child lock.
Does it? If I recognized her. I would have told the agents that came on Monday or Tuesday, whenever it was, that it was her. Okay, like, because I knew she was missing. I picked up an Asian girl. I thought she was watching me.
You know that I know that you didn't drop her off in that neighborhood. You know that we can follow her phone.
Okay.
So where did you drop her off at?
Don't lie now.
Where'd you take her, Brent?
He just told you, the location, so.
We need to find Yang Yang.
Finally, on June 30th, 2017, FBI had enough evidence to charge him with...
Sorry, y'all, the battery died. Let's get back into it.
30th, 2017.
Where'd you take her, Brent? We need to find Yang Yang.
Finally, on June 30th, 2017, FBI had enough evidence to charge him with Yin Yang's murder. Christensen was eventually convicted of 1 count of kidnapping, resulting in death, and 2 counts of masking false statements to agents of the FBI, for which he received a sentence of life imprisonment without the possibility of parole. Following the trial,
I mean, I didn't hear yet. I don't know what else they're going to say, but I didn't hear yet that he was charged for her murder or raping her. So, and he's a white man. It's pissing me off. She's an Asian woman. I don't know if they're going to mention it like later charges were put on him based off of the evidence found or anything like that. So I hope so, because that just blew me that weren't the initial charges, but maybe they didn't have enough evidence yet. So let's see.
Of masking false statements to agents of the FBI, for which he received a sentence of life imprisonment without the possibility of parole. Following the trial, prosecutors revealed information about Yin Yang's remains that Christensen divulged through his attorneys in November 2018 under an immunity agreement. He claimed that the day after he killed her, he put her dismembered body in 3 separate garbage bags, which he then disposed of in the dumpster outside of his apartment. Over the next 2...
See, that's the thing. When people kill, they don't have regard for your life. They kill you. And to add salt to injury, chop up the body parts. Come on now, that's overkill. Like, at least if you're gonna kill somebody, let them have a proper burial. At least let them be together in one piece, Sick.
He disposed of her personal body. He claimed that the day after he killed her, he put her dismembered body in 3 separate garbage bags, which he then disposed of in the dumpster outside of his apartment. Over the next 2 days, he disposed of her personal belongings in various dumpsters in the area. The dumpster, where her remains were finally emptied 3 days after her death, and the contents taken to a private landfill in Vermilion County, where they were spread over a wide area and subsequently buried in 30 feet of garbage. Recovery would be almost impossible, and to date, none of her remains have been recovered.
It's almost like she didn't...
So that's 5 examples of astonishing footage taken...
It's almost like she never walked this earth. Like, now he picked her up because she missed her bus and she needed a ride home. He takes her somewhere, leaves the door locked. As she's trying to escape, he's locking the door. He takes her somewhere, rapes her, and then kills her. And then chops up her body, puts it in 3 different bags, spread it over different, I guess, trash cans or whatever that ended up in different areas of 30 feet of trash. So her remains are still not found to this day. That is really sad and really messed up. That just, But yeah, I mean, I've seen more crazier things caught in interrogation rooms, watch First 48, any of those crime TV shows, and you'll see what I'm talking about. But yeah, that was a little messed up for that to be number 1. That was just really sad. It wasn't really like insane. It was sad though, but if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below what other reaction videos you would want me to do, and subscribe to your girl for more. See you.